Today we're in Bryan, Ohio. We're getting ready to do a penetrating sealer. First though, we've got to do some pressure washing on this driveway, so I'm going to show you. There's definitely no sealer at all on this driveway. Dump a little water on there. You can see the water start to immediately penetrate down in. And the end of the driveway's got a new section. Pretty sure there's no sealer there either. Yeah. Mix it up real good. I might mix it for about a minute. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll mix up two bottles at a time, so I've got 5 gallons of ready to use sealer. But for this demonstration, I'll just mix up my first bottle. Like I said, you'll get between 425 and 500 square foot of coverage per bottle per 2.5 gallons of ready to use sealer. It all depends on the temperature, depends on how porous your concrete is. If it's windy, if it's hot, you may not get as far, but if it's a cooler day, you'll get a little bit further. And we like to use the Hudson Never Pump sprayer, battery operated. We strap it we used to strap it to our backs, but we found an easier way. We got it to a cart. Basically bungee cords right on there. It's got a nice little filter on it. Kind of strains out any stuff you might get in it. This spray is pretty nice. It holds quite a bit. It holds 4 gallons of sealer, so you won't be, depending if you're doing a really, really large project, you probably end up maybe only having to uncap the lid once or twice on most driveways to refill. Okay, when they're spraying this sealer down, I like to spray it so it's got just a slight bit of puddling on the surface. And typically I'll have a stiff bristle broom right beside me, or have one of your guys take it and just kind of make sure there's no runs. If you're like on an incline a little bit and you're spraying it to a slightly puddled consistency, you may have a little bit of runs going on. You don't want it to dry that way, so make sure you broom it out a little bit just to kind of evenly spread it around. And otherwise you may have a little bit of discoloration where there was runs, but if you broom it, you keep it nice and even, you'll have no problem at all. Okay, here it is the next day. Our clean and seal with our penetrating sealer. Want to test how well the water is beating up on this surface here, so really don't see anything going in. And here's that new section at the end of the drive. We'll just pour some water and see. You can see it's protecting and not going down in there.